Want a holiday makeup look that's glowy, festive, and actually clean? Today I'm sharing some of my favorite clean beauty holiday looks with you. Easy, elevated, and perfect for every holiday event. Hi friends, it's Susie from Girl Gone Green. As a natural living and clean beauty blogger, the holidays are one of my favorite times to play with makeup. But here's the thing, you don't need 27 products or questionable ingredients to create a gorgeous holiday look. Today I'm walking you through a few of my go-to clean beauty holiday looks, from a classic red lip to soft champagne glow. Everything I'm using is clean, high-performing, and something I wear all the time. Skincare is everything though. Before you apply your makeup, you really want to make sure that you're applying your makeup on moisturized, hydrated skin so it just glows from the inside out. I'm going to be walking you through each one of my holiday looks that I created for you. First, we have a champagne look that just creates this bronzy glow, bronzy eyes, and really just brings out the whole like shimmer and sparkle, but without the sparkle because sparkle contains microplastics. So I really just am emphasizing a lot of shimmer. I'll be sharing all the products, of course, linking them all below for you in the show notes. That's the first look. The second look is a red lip. Of course, I had to do a red lip for the holidays. It's classic, just holiday vibes all around. I'm sharing a lipstick with you that is free from microplastics, free from artificial pigments and dyes, and is actually a red lip color. So get ready. And then number 3 is just my everyday makeup look that I wear, but then I'm sharing with you how to quickly elevate your look if you're going to, say, a party later on or a holiday event, how you can quickly amplify the whole look just by doing a few tweaks to it. I did want to mention too that if you have mature skin, or maybe you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s or beyond, and you're wanting to try a holiday look, but you're thinking, I don't think this is for me. It totally is for you. Just a couple things to keep in mind when you are using your products, or maybe you're buying products and you're not sure what to get. Always look for cream-based products for mature skin. These are going to look so much more natural, going to be way less harsh, and your skin tends to dry out as it ages. And so you really want all that moisture that you can get. So we want to look for the cream products, the cream blushes, the cream bronzers. Make sure your foundation is really nourishing and hydrating. And then I always tell people less is more. So don't use as much product maybe as you would have in your 20s or 30s. You want to get a little less heavy-handed and make sure you're not using quite as much product. And then I always say, especially for the lips, kind of a blurred line is better than a really harsh line, just because your lips tend to shrivel up and dry out as we age, and we don't want it to look like a harsh line, say maybe with a red lipstick. So it's always nice to line your lips, kind of smudge them a little bit, and then make sure you have a good lip moisturizer on before you apply your red lip so it looks a little bit dubbed down and not quite as matte and harsh. Like I said, you want to go for all the creams, all the hydration and moisture you can get as your skin ages, so that way you look more youthful and it just looks more natural overall. Okay, as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like these type of videos. Let me know in the comments what holiday look you want to try after watching these. And then also let me know what kind of videos you want to see going forward from me here at Girl Gone Green. Okay, first up is Lil Fox. Her serum. I love this serum. I'll leave it in the show notes for you, but it's so important to prep your skin properly with skincare before you apply your makeup or foundation. I can tell you time and time again, this will help your makeup look so flawless. So next I'm applying the Alpen Beauty Barrier Repair Cream. You guys know I love this. Again, all the links will be in the show notes for you to grab the products. I love how smooth and nourishing it feels on my skin. I am applying a primer as well. I love to, especially when I use, or I'm going for like maybe more of a, I guess, holiday look or just a bigger look in general where I'm maybe using more makeup. I like to use a primer, and I love Excess primer. Now I'm going to use foundation. I love RMS Beauty's foundation, and then I mix a little bit of the West Mentelier, their super loaded drops with it. It looks so seamless. It really kind of thins out your foundation too, especially as you get older. Less is more. And so then it just really creates this nice glowy veil over your skin and looks natural, but yet it does hide, redness, imperfection, and just pulls your face together. So I love mixing those two. Again, as you age, use less foundation. You really don't need as much. And then you can spot treat with your concealer where you need to. So that way it just looks so flawless and good. So Definitely check both of those out. I will leave the links to what colors I'm using in the show notes. Next is the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I'm obsessed with this for under my eyes and then highlighting any areas on my face. It really does brighten your eyes so well and just make you pop, makes them pop, and it makes you look more awake. And then I love kind of putting it a little bit closer around my nose, kind of as a highlighter, and then a little bit down further so that it just really opens up my whole eye area so well. This is, I think I'm 3.7 in it. I'll have to double check, but check the show notes for sure. And then I'm using the concealer from Fit Glow Beauty on some redness areas that I have. I love the Fit Glow for that because it really just stays put. It's a little bit thicker, so it doesn't move around, whereas the Kosas concealer can kind of move around if you apply it other places. So I just like it underneath the eyes. Now I am using the Crunchy Cream Blush. I love these. They're perfectly clean. There's no artificial pigments or dyes in them. And I love that they're cream because they just create this whole dewy, natural look and really just bring up my cheekbones and give me a little natural facelift. You never want to really apply it directly on the cheekbones or the apples of your cheeks as you get older because it can kind of draw your face down, but you want to apply it going up to really get that natural facelift. Then I'm using a Gen Z stick. I love these because they really can just come in a lot of different colors and you can use them in so many different ways on your lips or cheeks. This one is in Terra, I believe, and it really just gives me this like warm, bronzy look that I love and I'm totally going for, and they're easy to blend in with a brush afterwards. I love to contour with these as well because they have a little bit of like sheen in them, so they do give you a nice little glow as well and dewy look, especially great for the winter when we want to bring that out and not look so pale. So I'm going to blend a little bit here just because I don't want to look too white in some areas. So kind of using some powdered bronzer in that area. And then I'm going to go in with my Westman Atelier Bond Brow Stick. This is in Bark. I love this eyebrow stick. It's so great because it doesn't have any sort of redness in it. I find it's really hard to find one that doesn't have redness. And so it really just looks super natural and clean and it lasts all day. The longevity on it is so, so great. So make sure and check out the Westman Atelier Bond Brow if you haven't yet. It's one of the best as far as a eyebrow pencil that really just, it does all the things. Next, I'm going to be using my Gen Z brow or powder brush, eyeshadow brush to put on their cream shadow. I love these cream shadows. They are my absolute favorite. This one is in a really pretty bronze color for the holidays, so it really gives you that holiday look and vibe overall. And I put it on all over my brow, so it really, or my lid, so that way you can really stack some other powdered shadows on top if I wanted to, or I can just layer it with a little bit of another cream shadow. These cream shadows are great though because they really stay put and they last the whole day. So if you've been looking for a cream shadow in clean beauty, definitely check these ones out because they are just the bee's knees. They're the best I've tried and they work so well. And I love that they have a tip applicator, just a little bit less mess. So next I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a bronzy hue just to get that holiday vibe going on. And I love putting that just like around my crease, just so that way you can really pop and it stands out really nicely. I'm going to blend it out. You can also use the end of the other brush to blend it out. I'm going to show you guys that next. I just put a little bit of the bronziness on the tip of the brush, and then I'm going underneath my eye just to add a little bit of that bronzy look, just like you would almost like a liner, but just on right kind of by the waterline. So it doesn't drag your eye down, but it just kind of amplifies it just a tad. Super pretty. I love the bronzy look for the holidays. It just is so, warms you up so much. Next, I'm using the Gen Z Cruise Liner. This one is in Milano, I believe, and it's in their brown. I love using a brown kind of smoky color. It just gives that like understated smoky look. A lot of times black can be harsh for a lot of different skin types, but brown is just super subtle but still achieves the same look. And so I love this liner. So I just am going in the upper waterline. You really want to do that as you age because, you know, you can get a lot of sagging from your eyelids. And if you put a harsh liner right on top, it's just going to drag your eye right down. So waterline, upper waterline, and then just kind of smudge out like I did Now I'm using the Mod Beauty mascara. I love this mascara. You guys have probably heard me talk about it if you followed my videos. It works so well because it not only lifts, but it also just puts a lot of product on your lashes and it volumizes at the same time. I don't feel like I need to put as much product on my lashes when I use this compared to other mascaras. It doesn't flake on me. I'm not getting like residual, I guess, you know, flakes throughout the day. It just stays put. Really nice. So if you haven't checked it out, it's actually pretty budget friendly too. Make sure and check it out. It's one of my faves. It really works so well. Now I'm using the Crunchy Everlux liners. I love these. They're really clean. There's no microplastics. There's no artificial pigments in them. And I'm just kind of lining my lips with a neutral one just because I love how it kind of cancels out any sort of redness. And then I'm going to put a little bit of pop of color and it adds a little bit of moisture too with the Gen Z. I love these. I don't even know what their name is officially, but they come in a lot of different colors. You can use them on your lips, on your cheeks. People use them on their eyelids, but they're super versatile and look so nice on. So I wanted just to kind of create more of a muted look overall, but then I wanted to show you guys how if you wanted to add a little bit of color, you could with a colored gloss. This one is from Fit Glow Beauty. If you followed me, you know I love these. These are their lip color serums. So good, so nourishing, not goopy at all like a traditional gloss. They are artificial pigment free, free of microplastics, really clean, and it just gives such a great look as you can see. I love the color gospel. That's what I'm wearing right now. Now I'm using the Crunchy highlighter. They just came out with these a couple months back and I'm obsessed. I love how clean they are and they're not like a sparkle, but like a true just like shimmer, like you're glowing from the inside out type of look. And they come in a couple different colors too. Like this one I'm using some more of a gold hue. They also have more of a pearl kind of pinkish hue to it, but really pretty. As you can see, it just like totally looks glowing, but it doesn't look, I guess, like a teen glow. It looks really natural and pretty. So that is the look for the bronze makeup look. And next, I'm going to show you how to achieve a similar look, but using red lipstick. So we're going to kind of do a little bit more subdued look overall. I don't want a ton of product as much because I really want my lips to stand out when I'm wearing a red lipstick. You don't want to like have your eyes competing with your lips. And so I'm going to make my lips or my eyes a little bit more matte, a little bit more just subdued overall. And then I'm going to add the red lips that will really make it pop. So I'm using the Gen Z color cream shadow in linen. It's a matte color. I use it literally every single day. I'm obsessed with that color because it's just great for, creating a neutral eye base, also canceling out any sort of veins you might have in your eyes. And then I'm going in with the Mob matte shadow. I believe it's M43, but I'll have to look again. But I'll link it for you in the show notes. But I love that color too for a great neutral eye. So as you can see, my eyes are not like bronzy or shimmery like they were before. They're super neutral. Now I'm applying a lip liner. I love this one from Fit Glow Beauty in Root. It just is a great all-around lip liner with no artificial pigments. Now I'm using the lipstick. I'm not even going to pronounce the name, but it's a lipstick made in Paris. It's a Parisian brand made in France. I should say France. And I love this lip color because it's a red, but it's completely free of artificial pigments and dyes, which is almost impossible to find. Free of microplastics, free of petrochemicals. It's just clean overall. And it's so beautiful. Would go with so many skin types. So I'm using a lip brush to apply it. I find it works really well when you apply it with a lip brush just because you get a little bit more of an even application overall. And then now I'm doing a just way to amplify your look for nighttime. So this one is with the Gen Z Cruise Liner, like I mentioned, in the brown Milano color. So if you want to just kick your daytime look up a notch for evening, I just like lining the waterline. It just makes it pop and kind of look a little bit more, taken up a notch. And then I'm applying a lip liner and then the Fit Glow Beauty lip serum again, just to kind of kick it up if I wasn't wearing anything on my lips during the day. It just makes it look a little bit more festive, a little bit more, together. Whether you want a bronzy glow look to your skin or a classic red lips, these holiday looks are so easy to recreate using all clean beauty products. I will link all of my products that I used in the show notes for you to check out. I hope that you try one of these looks and let me know how you like it, what products you used. As always, make sure and subscribe below. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see going forward. Also, I have so much content on my blog, girlgonegreen.com. I have over 600 blog posts if you're looking for products or wondering what I use for, cleaning my house or whatever it might be. Be sure to check out my blog. Also, don't forget my natural living guide is on sale right now for $27. It's my go-to resource in sharing with you all about what I use to basically detox my home from my kitchen to my bedroom, bathroom, all of it. It's a 65+ page guide full of all of my favorite non-toxic swaps that I've researched and vetted over these last 15 years. So make sure and grab that now while it's on sale. I will leave a link for you below. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing holiday season, and I'll see you next week.